The following contest is an elimination match. Making her way to the ring from San Jose, California.
Plenty of action coming up as we have 6 of WWE's top names ready to go here.
Oh man, Michael, 6-man matches like this always remind me of world class back in the 1980s.
Making her way to the ring from Tehran, Iran, Faria.
Plenty of action coming up as we have 6 of WWE's top names ready to go here.
Oh man, Michael, 6-man matches like this always remind me of world class back in the 1980s.
Making her way to the ring from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, Hannah Perkins.
Ladies and gentlemen, I can tell you that this 3-on-3 match promises to be electric.
Without a doubt, Michael, and given the participants here, I'm willing to bet the action will be non-stop.
And her opponents, first, from Melbourne, Australia, Emma Carter.
Plenty of action coming up as we have 6 of WWE's top names ready to go here.
Oh man, Michael, 6-man matches like this always remind me of world class back in the 1980s.
And her opponents, first, from Mobile, Alabama, Crazy Mary Douglas.
Plenty of action coming up as we have 6 of WWE's top names ready to go here.
Oh man, Michael, 6-man matches like this always remind me of world class back in the 1980s.
and her opponents. First, from Tampa, Florida, Lilith.
Guys, we have a huge six-man tag team match coming up here.
For me, Michael, the biggest storyline heading into this match will be whether or not these teams can truly coexist.
Here we go again. 3-on-3 action underway now. Slam.
Impactful.
Will jar your spine.
What a clothesline.
Good grief.
Up and back breaker.
Slam down hard.
There are times during a six-man tag match where the hostility between two teams overflows. The result is complete chaos, and all six superstars duke it out inside, and many times outside the ring. It's complete and total chaos. But if you're one of the legal competitors in the ring during that time, you must return to the ring before the referee's 10 count or risk being counted out and lose the match for your team.
Oh, check that out. Boom!
Byron, you talked about the moment in six-man tag matches when all semblance of order breaks down. Many times the two teams are so determined to tear each other apart that they don't pay attention to who the legal person in the ring is or where the referee is in their 10 count. That's a huge mistake.
In the throes of battle, superstars lose their composure, and what was a six-man tag match breaks down into a Pier 6 brawl. And if you don't keep an eye on the referee's count, you could get counted out and be the reason your team loses the match. I could see Byron making that mistake and ruining it for everybody.
Something that is always important in a six-man match is having the ability to perform double-team moves. One of the things that successful six-man teams try and execute are double-team moves, and then have the third team member perform a signature or finishing maneuver to deliver maximum impact to an opponent.
Well, that's one way to surprise an opponent. Teamwork is always paramount in a six-man tag match. Superstars want to be able to have a level of teamwork where two members of the trio perform a double-team move, and the third member follows that up with a move so their opponent is really down for the count.
The key is to deliver the maximum amount of punishment to your opponent in the least amount of time. You have until the referee's count of 5. It's not like you have all day in the ring, but if your team of 3 can deliver that type of offense, your trio will be in good shape.
Tag made, both superstars in the ring.
Oh, this is certainly a unique way to execute a beatdown. Ooh!
Over time, there have been various types of six-man teams that have been successful. There are family trios like the Guerreros, the Grahams, the Andersons, and the Von Erichs. There have been members of factions who have also produced tremendous six-man teams like the Fabulous Freebirds, the Four Horsemen, the NWO, and D-Generation X. German! Going for the ride.
Byron, you mentioned some families and groups that created incredible six-man teams. Talking more about factions, don't forget about the likes of the Hart Foundation, Evolution, the Wyatt family, the Shield, and the...
Going for it all here.
You guys see that distance?
I think this is the beginning of the end, Michael.
That might be enough to put this match away.
Oh, man, what a hit.
Knocked right off the apron. Headbutt.
Look at the look in her eyes. She's in the zone now.
Thanks to Raw General Manager Kurt Angle, in May of 2017, the WWE Universe saw a dream team come together when the Hardy Boys joined forces with the Lunatic Fringe Dean Ambrose. The exciting trio took on Sheamus, Cesaro, and The Miz. Truth be told, both Miz and Ambrose blended in with their impromptu tag team partners pretty well.
She's taking on some heat. She's got two very capable partners in her corner. Now might be a good time to bring one of them in. Byron, we always make a point to talk about continuity amongst team members. In the six-man match, where Dean Ambrose teamed with the Hardys against Sheamus, Cesaro, and The Miz, both teams worked very well together. That surprised me, since this was the first time they teamed together. But there was something that night about the lunacy of Dean Ambrose fitting perfectly with the Daredevil Hardy Boys.
I've got to say, I had goosebumps for a week after the Hardy Boys returned to WWE at 2017's WrestleMania. During that six-man on Raw, Team Extreme formed an effective trio with that lunatic Dean Ambrose. After a twist of fate from Matt Hardy, Jeff crushed The Miz with a Swanton bomb, and that was all she wrote.
Reverses that one. She dodges that one.
Bulldog.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ring rattling.
There it is.
And a pin attempt.
Six-man tag team matches have been a staple of competition since the early days of sports entertainment. Two teams of three compete against one another under traditional tag team rules. Stipulations could be added like no disqualification, 2 out of 3 falls, elimination, falls count anywhere, or whatever else someone could think of. Matches can also be held in a caged environment.
Six-man tags can be fought under so many different types of stipulations. Teams can be part of a faction. The three superstars have aligned because of a common interest. The most crucial aspect to a six-man tag team being successful is that trio's ability to act as one cohesive unit. Three individuals working collectively at all times.
So much can take place during a six-man tag match. Regardless of what type of match the teams of three are competing in, the members of that team must be on the same page. Oftentimes, the teams who have the best continuity are the most successful.
When she gets in attack mode, look out.
Ooh, what impact. Tag made. We've seen some great chemistry from this team here, Michael.
Yeah, incredible chemistry. Not good for the back and body. Bam! What a slam. I don't think there's any coming back from this type of assault. This might just be the end of the road for her here, guys.
Given her condition right now, it'll be interesting to see if she attempts to try and take care of business herself.
Give her credit, though, guys. She may be on the wrong end of this battle right now, but she is showing absolutely no signs of giving up.
We're looking at complete domination here.
Nasty impact.
In 2016, the New Day found themselves in the middle of a sick and twisted rivalry with the Wyatt family. Things escalated to the point where Bray Wyatt invited the New Day to do battle at the Wyatt family compound. New Day accepted, but what followed was something no one expected or will ever be able to forget.
Oh, what incredible power!
Wow, what a vertical suplex. Corey, we've talked about six-man tag matches, and earlier you talked about one that caught the attention of the entire sports entertainment world. The New Day fought for survival amongst the darkness of the Wyatt family compound in a battle where pickaxes and cinder blocks were used as weapons and automobiles were used as battering rams.
The New Day versus the Wyatts at the Wyatt family compound was not your traditional six-man tag match, but it showed what can happen when issues between factions can't be resolved through a sanctioned WWE match. I'll tell you what, none of the men who fought in that conflict will ever be the same.
Nailed it.
Look at her go.
There are instances when a six-man tag match will feature a team where superstars have not always seen eye to eye or are in the midst of a disagreement. When that's the case, someone on the team must step up and be the voice of reason so the trio can function as a cohesive unit.
Harsh impact.
Corey, earlier you talked about what needs to happen when members of a six-man team have differences or had differences in the past. If the team can't find a way to get on the same page, they will not last very long. Someone on the team has to step up and make sure for at least that match, everyone on the team can work together.
That's easier said than done. Just because superstars might be favorites of the WWE Universe or have a common enemy, that doesn't mean they'll get along. It also doesn't mean that any past issues will magically go away. In this business, people have long memories, so if someone sees an issue on their team, they need to resolve it right away.
Both teams working well here together. That's not always the case in a six-man tag team match. Oftentimes, you'll see personal agendas eat their way into the action.
Devastating elbow.
Both teams working well here together. That's not always the case in a six-man tag team match. Oftentimes, you'll see personal agendas eat their way into the action.
You gotta believe this one's over. Uh-oh, here we go, here we go.
You can see the confidence just beaming from her right now. Point here. Guys, it's got to be instinct that keeping these six competitors going at this point. There's just no other explanation. This one's getting ugly. You might want to turn away if you have a weak heart.
Beautiful technique.
The end may be near.
Corey, tell me, just how much strength does carrying your opponent around like this take?
Let's put it this way, Cole. Saxton would never be able to do.
Boom, what impact!
Incredible.
Looks like she wants to beat her inside the ring.
This might be it.
Oh, my.
Got the reversal.
That'll hinder your modeling career.
Oh, just inflicting so much damage to the body. That should do it.
I think that caught everybody in this arena off guard.
Ooh.
There's no denying that all six of these superstars brought it here tonight.
And that's how a superstar takes advantage of their ring position.
Such a high ring IQ.
Boom! Oh, a knee right to the face.
Thunderous slam.
I don't know how much more of this he can take.
That's over at this point.
Breaker. Both teams working well here together. That's not always the case in a six-man tag team match. Oftentimes, you'll see personal agendas eat their way into the action. Perhaps a powerbomb here, Corey.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And this has got to be it.
When she gets in attack mode, look out.
Harsh impact.
Oh, what a right.
Man, that's some attitude behind it.
Warm up the...
Will it be? I think so. 2, 3.
A competitor has been eliminated.
And she's back in the ring now.
We've got to be nearing an elimination soon here, guys.
Corkscrew neck breaker.
So good.
Oh, man, what a hit.
Knocked right off the apron.
We're looking at complete domination here. Oh, man, what a hit.
Knocked right off the apron.
Ooh, what impact. And, oh, what a slam that hurt.
Game, set, match. This one is over.
Beautiful technique. Look at the look in her eyes. She's in the zone now. I can't believe this one's still going on, especially after the beating that's been delivered tonight. Avoids trouble there.
Both sides looking a little ragged right now, guys.
These 6 superstars have really shown me something here tonight, guys. What a match.
After all this, I can't believe these two teams are still going here. This has been incredible. I don't know how much more these superstars can take, guys. You'd have to think something's got to give here soon.
Right to the body. That hurt.
This one is over.
Even better the second time around.
Is that enough for the win? What is keeping this competitor going? Not yet.
Face breaker. Oh, man, she's rolling now.
And she turns it around on her. I don't know how much more damage one person can take. I don't care how tough you are. A second time.
Big time slam.
Vicious.
This one's over, guys.
And
Batista, what a spear from the animal. That has got to be it.
the shoulders are down. You can't teach the type of tenacity we're witnessing here. Unreal.
With all the damage done, you have to wonder how much more it'll take.
Both teams working well here together. That's not always the case in a six-man tag team match. Oftentimes, you'll see personal agendas eat their way into the action. Boom! Both teams working well here together. That's not always the case in a six-man tag team match. Oftentimes, you'll see personal agendas eat their way into the action. What an uppercut! Nope, reverses it.
Oh, look at it. Oh, breakneck speed. What a hurricanrana.
Oh, impactful. Not always the case in a six-man tag team match. Oftentimes, you'll see personal agendas eat their way into the action.
The elbow!
At some point, the referee may want to think about stopping this one before somebody gets seriously injured.
She is on fire.
Dodges a bullet there. Boom, what impact. Oof.
Whoa! Double knee drop.
Big forearm smash.
This can go a variety of different ways, Corey.
And almost none of them are good.
Oh, that's how you establish dominance. I knew it was only a matter of time. Look at her go.
Both teams working well here together. That's not always the case in a six-man tag team match. Oftentimes, you gotta believe this one's over.
Wow, what a gritty performance.
Oh! Oh my gosh!
Oh, what an uppercut. You can see the confidence just beaming from her right now. Going for broke.
An exclamation point on the end of a match, guys. Inverted figure four, leg lock cinched in.
What a strike, right on the mark.
Oh, the old European uppercut. What a stomp.
Good grief. Oh, what's up?
Oh, nasty impact. We may be looking.
We got a cover. 1, 2. Well, that was a close call.
Wow, I am impressed.
Point of the elbow, nailed it. Oh, man, that hurt the back. Spine rattling. This might be it.
Oh, my.
Look at that power, Byron.
Man, that is just careless intent.
Lariat.
Nailed it.
Uh-oh, position in.
Measuring. That'll tear the features clean off your face.
I think she's trying to prove a point here. When she gets in attack mode, look out. We know what this means.
There's no denying.
Assault on the lower back.
And there it is, boys.
Escapes trouble there. What a brutal beating we've seen dished out so far here tonight.
Going for the big one.
Cover here.
Slammed with authority. That should do it. Absolutely punishing.
And will this be it? 1, 2,
A
3.
competitor has been eliminated.
Both teams working well here together. That's not always the case in a six-man tag team match. Oftentimes, you'll see personal agendas eat their way into the action. Both teams working well here together. That's not always the case in a six-man tag team match. Oftentimes, you'll see personal agendas eat their way into the action. There's a pin now. Not so fast.
And the slam.
Both sides looking a little ragged right now, guys.
She is on fire.
This could end it in a hurry.
The slam. Game, set, match. This one is over.
Oh, nasty impact.
Oh, man, what a hit.
Knocked right off the apron.
Big slam.
Look out.
Both teams working well here together. That's not always the case in a six-man tag team match. Oftentimes, you'll see personal agendas eat their way into the action. Taking on any more damage here could very well mean the beginning of the end. What a clothesline! Ouch! And it's reversed. To the outside where she has all the time in the world to do what she needs to do. Oh, chin-breaking uppercut.